In the heart of the dark Zulu forest lay a mask with menacing features and glowing eyes, cursed to doom anyone who wore it. This mask belonged to Chief Mbogo, a fearsome leader who vanished mysteriously. His restless and vengeful spirit haunted the village, spreading terror and dread. No one was safe, and the villagers knew that breaking the curse required uncovering the hidden truth behind Chief Mbogo's disappearance. The mask, adorned with intricate Zulu carvings and glowing eyes, lay hidden in the deepest part of the forest. Only the bravest dared to speak of it, and even fewer dared to search for it. Over the years, many had ventured into the forest in search of the mask, driven by curiosity or the desire to break the curse. None returned. The village suffered under a cloud of fear and despair, as the spirit of Chief Mbogo seemed to linger, bringing misfortune and dread. The curse could not be easily contained, and the villagers knew their only hope was to uncover the truth behind Chief Mbogo's mysterious disappearance and break the curse that plagued their village. The Unearthly Mask. The villagers of Umzansi lived in constant fear of the cursed mask. Legends told of its evil power and how anyone who wore it would be possessed by Chief Mbogo's spirit. The chief had been a mighty leader, but his end was shrouded in mystery. The mask, adorned with intricate Zulu carvings and glowing eyes, was hidden deep in the forest. Only the bravest dared to speak of it, and even fewer dared to search for it. The villagers whispered about how Chief Mbogo had disappeared one stormy night, never to be seen again. His mask was found in the morning, lying in the center of the village, its eyes glowing eerily. The elders decreed that it was cursed, and ordered it to be taken deep into the forest, where it would harm no one. But the curse could not be so easily contained. One evening, a young girl named Nandi stood at the forest's edge, determined to find her father, who had ventured into the forest and never returned. Believing the mask held the key to her father's disappearance, Nandi set out on a dangerous mission to uncover the truth. A brave soul. Nandi, known for her courage, was determined to find the mask and uncover the truth about her father's fate. Before she left, Nandi visited the village elder, who warned of the dangers ahead. "The forest is not a place for the living," he said. "Chief Mbogo's spirit is restless, and the mask is cursed. Many have tried to find it, and none have returned." But Nandi was undeterred. "I must do this," she said firmly, "for my father and for the village." The elder, seeing the determination in her eyes, gave her his blessing and a small lantern to light her way. "May the spirits guide you," he said, his voice filled with both hope and sorrow. Nandi set off at dawn, her heart heavy but her resolve unshaken. She walked the familiar path her father had taken, each step bringing her closer to the unknown. The forest loomed ahead, dark and foreboding. Strange whispers filled the air, and shadows seemed to follow her every move. But Nandi pressed on, her father's memory giving her strength. She knew that the mask lay somewhere in the depths of the forest, waiting for her. The Forbidden Path. The deeper Nandi ventured into the forest, the darker it became. The sunlight struggled to penetrate the thick canopy of leaves overhead. The air was heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. Every rustle of the leaves and snap of a twig made her heart race. The forest seemed alive, whispering secrets and warnings in the wind. Nandi followed the narrow, winding path her father had taken. It was overgrown and treacherous, with twisted roots and thorny bushes blocking her way. She used a small machete to clear the path, determined to press on. As night fell, Nandi set up a small camp, lighting a fire to keep the darkness at bay. She knew she had to rest, but sleep did not come easily. The forest was alive with strange sounds, the distant howl of a wolf, the rustling of leaves, and the eerie whispers that seemed to come from nowhere. Suddenly, a cold wind swept through the camp, extinguishing the fire. Nandi sat up, her heart pounding. In the darkness, she saw a pair of glowing eyes staring at her from the shadows. The Hidden Shrine. After days of relentless travel, Nandi stumbled upon an ancient shrine deep within the forest. The shrine, covered in vines and moss, was almost hidden from view. It was a sacred place, dedicated to Chief Mbogo. At its center lay the cursed mask, resting on a stone pedestal. The mask's eyes glowed with an unnatural light, and its features were carved with intricate detail. It seemed to pulse with dark energy, as if alive. Nandi approached it cautiously, her heart pounding in her chest. As she reached out to touch the mask, a cold wind swept through the shrine. A ghostly voice filled the air, warning her to leave. "Beware, Nandi," the voice whispered. "The mask is cursed. Leave now, or suffer the same fate as those before you." But Nandi was undeterred. She had come too far to turn back now. She touched the mask, feeling a surge of power and fear. The world around her seemed to shift and blur, and she was transported to another place, another time. She found herself standing in a grand hall, surrounded by warriors and elders, witnessing Chief Mbogo's final moments. The encounter. As Nandi approached the mask, she felt a surge of power and fear. The air grew cold, and a dark fog enveloped the shrine. Her fingers trembled as they made contact with the rough, intricately carved surface. Instantly, an overwhelming presence invaded her mind, the spirit of Chief Mbogo. Nandi's vision blurred, and she found herself in a shadowy void with Chief Mbogo's imposing figure before her. His eyes burned with a spectral light, and his voice echoed in her mind. "You dare to touch the mask? You are not strong enough to break the curse. You will suffer, just like the others." Fear gripped Nandi, but she remembered her father's teachings. He had always told her stories of bravery and resilience, and these memories gave her strength. "I will not give up," she thought. Summoning all her strength, Nandi pushed back against the invading spirit. She felt the mask's power weakening, its hold on her mind slipping. With a final surge of determination, she broke free from Chief Mbogo's grasp. Back in the shrine, the mask still clutched in her trembling hands, Nandi knew she had to find a way to destroy it, to end the curse once and for all. Possession. The moment Nandi touched the mask, she felt an overwhelming presence invade her mind, the spirit of Chief Mbogo. Nandi's vision blurred, and she found herself in a shadowy void. Chief Mbogo appeared, his eyes burning with a spectral light. "You dare to touch the mask? You will suffer, just like the others," he growled. Fear gripped Nandi, but she remembered her father's teachings. He had always told her stories of bravery and resilience, and those memories gave her strength. "I will not give up," she thought. Nandi focused on her breathing, trying to calm the storm within her. She could feel Chief Mbogo's spirit trying to take over her mind, his thoughts and memories merging with her own. It was a battle of wills, and Nandi knew she had to fight with everything she had. Summoning all her strength, Nandi pushed back against the invading spirit. She felt the mask's power weakening, its hold on her mind slipping. With a final surge of determination, she broke free from Chief Mbogo's grasp. Back in the shrine, the mask still clutched in her trembling hands, Nandi knew she had to find a way to destroy it, to end the curse once and for all. A battle of wills. Nandi's mind was a battlefield as she struggled to maintain her own thoughts against Chief Mbogo's invading spirit. His presence was overwhelming, a relentless pressure threatening to crush her will. She felt his anger and sorrow seeping into her soul, his dark memories intertwining with her own. Every moment tested her resolve and strength. Chief Mbogo's spirit whispered words of doubt and fear. "You are just a child," he hissed. "You cannot hope to break this curse. You will fail, just like all the others before you." Nandi's heart pounded, but she refused to give in. She remembered her father's teachings, the stories he had told her of bravery and resilience. She pictured his face, the warmth of his smile, and the strength in his eyes. Summoning all her strength, Nandi pushed back against the invading spirit. She focused on the love she had for her father and her village, using it as a shield to protect her mind. With a final surge of strength, Nandi broke free from Chief Mbogo's grasp. The mask lay on the ground before her, its once glowing eyes now dull and lifeless. Nandi knew the battle was far from over, but she had proven she was strong enough to face Chief Mbogo's spirit and fight for her people. The Vision. In her struggle to resist Chief Mbogo's spirit, Nancy experienced a vivid vision. She stood in the grand hall of Chief Mbogo's palace, surrounded by warriors and elders. Chief Mbogo, imposing and regal, addressed his people with a voice full of authority and sadness. From the shadows emerged Zuberi, Mbogo's trusted advisor. Zuberi approached with a respectful bow, presenting the cursed mask. "My chief, this talisman will protect you," he said smoothly. Chief Mbogo took the mask, unaware of its dark magic. As he placed it on his face, he convulsed in pain, and a look of horror crossed his features. Zuberi's sinister grin spread as he revealed his true intentions. "You will suffer for eternity, and your power will be mine." Chief Mbogo collapsed, his spirit bound to the cursed mask. The vision shifted, showing Zuberi fleeing into the forest, leaving the village to suffer the consequences of his betrayal. Nandi saw the once mighty chief reduced to torment, his power stolen by the treacherous advisor. She understood that breaking the curse required more than destroying the mask. She needed to confront the darkness Zuberi had unleashed. As the vision faded, Nandi found herself back in the shrine, the weight of what she had witnessed pressing heavily on her mind. She now knew the true nature of the curse and the magnitude of her task. The Betrayal. The vision revealed Zuberi's betrayal. Chief Mbogo's trusted advisor handed him the cursed mask, urging him to wear it. Mbogo, unaware of its dark magic, placed it on his face and convulsed in pain. Zuberi's sinister grin widened as he watched the chief's torment. "You will suffer for eternity, and your power will be mine," he declared triumphantly. The vision shifted, showing Zuberi fleeing into the forest, carrying the mask and leaving the village to face the curse's dreadful consequences. Families were torn apart, crops failed, and an air of despair settled over the village. Nandi saw the suffering of her people, their lives overshadowed by the curse. She clenched her fists, anger and determination burning within her. She knew she could not allow Zuberi's treachery to go unpunished. Breaking the curse required more than destroying the mask. She had to confront the dark magic that bound Chief Mbogo's spirit. The vision revealed one final piece, Zuberi's own fate. Consumed by his greed and ambition, he had become a tormented spirit, bound to the forest. Nandi knew she had to find him and force him to lift the curse. With renewed resolve, Nandi set out into the forest, determined to end the curse and bring justice to her village. The Escape. Nandi managed to break free from the vision and the spirit's grasp. She knew she had to destroy the mask to free her village and her father. She picked up the mask and began to run back to the village, her heart filled with determination. The forest seemed to come alive as she ran, branches reaching out to stop her, shadows moving in the darkness. The wind howled, carrying whispers of ancient curses and forgotten spirits. Every step Nandi took was fraught with danger, the forest itself seeming to conspire against her. The trees loomed tall and menacing, their twisted branches carrying eerie shapes in the dim light. As she approached the village, the first rays of dawn began to pierce through the canopy. The light gave her hope, a sign that she was nearing safety. She could see the village in the distance, with villagers looking on in fear and surprise. The sight of Nandi, clutching the cursed mask, brought a surge of emotion. She knew that together they would find a way to destroy the mask and end the curse. The Return. Nandi returned to the village with the mask, knowing that destroying it wouldn't be easy. The villagers were surprised and frightened to see her with the cursed object. They gathered around her, their faces filled with a mix of fear and hope. The village elder stepped forward, his eyes filled with concern. "You have returned with the mask," he said. "But how do we destroy it? The curse is powerful, and it will not be easily broken." Nandi held up the mask, its eyes glowing faintly. "We need to perform a special ritual to break the curse," she said. "We must gather sacred herbs and perform the ritual at midnight." The elder nodded, his face serious. "We will do whatever it takes to end this curse," he said. "Let us gather the herbs and prepare for the ritual." The villagers quickly mobilized, gathering the sacred herbs and preparing the ritual site. Nandi felt a wave of relief wash over her. She had made it back to the village, and now, with the help of her people, she would find a way to destroy the mask and end the curse. The journey had been long and perilous, but she had proven that she was strong enough to face the darkness and fight for her people. The battle was not yet over, but Nandi was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The ritual. As midnight approached, the villagers gathered around the ritual site, their faces illuminated by torches. The village elder began chanting ancient words, his voice steady and powerful. The air grew thick with the power of the ritual, and the mask began to glow, its eyes flickering with an eerie light. Nandi stood at the center, holding the mask tightly. She felt its malevolent energy pulsing through her hands, but remained resolute. The sacred herbs, arranged in intricate patterns around the circle, emitted a fragrant scent that filled the air, mingling with the smoke from the bonfire. The villagers, though frightened, joined in the chant, their voices blending into a harmonious chorus. The sound echoed through the night, a testament to their unity and determination. Nandi drew strength from their support, her father's memory and the presence of her ancestors. As the final words of the ritual approached, the tension in the air was almost unbearable. Nandi took a deep breath and recited the final incantation, her voice ringing clear and strong. The mask began to burn, its glow turning into a bright, blinding light. Chief Mbogo's spirit wailed in agony as the curse was lifted. The mask's malevolent energy dissipated, and the spirit of Chief Mbogo faded away, finally finding peace. The villagers watched in awe as the mask disintegrated into ashes, the curse broken. The preparation. As midnight approached, the villagers worked together to set up the ritual site. Nandi felt the weight of the task ahead, but remained resolute. She knew that breaking the curse would not be easy, but she was determined to succeed. The villagers gathered the sacred herbs and arranged them in a circle around the ritual site. The village elder instructed them on the ancient words they would need to chant, and the villagers practiced together, their voices blending into a harmonious chorus. The sense of community and shared purpose was palpable, a testament to their collective determination to break the curse and bring peace to their village. Nandi stood at the center of the ritual site, holding the mask. She could feel its power pulsing through her, but she was not afraid. She knew that she had the strength and determination to break the curse and free her village from its grip. As darkness fell, the villagers lit torches and placed them around the perimeter of the ritual site. The flickering flames cast eerie shadows on the ground, creating an atmosphere of both anticipation and solemnity. The air was thick with the scent of the sacred herbs, their fragrance mingling with the smoke from the bonfire. The village elder began chanting ancient words, his voice strong and commanding. The villagers joined in, their voices blending into a powerful chorus that resonated through the night. Nandi felt a surge of power and fear, knowing that this was the moment of truth. She took a deep breath, her resolve unwavering. With the mask in her hands and her father's memory in her heart, she prepared for the final confrontation, determined to bring peace to her village and honor the legacy of Chief Mbogo. The midnight hour. At midnight, the villagers gathered around the ritual site, their faces illuminated by torches. The air was thick with anticipation and the scent of sacred herbs. The village elder, standing at the center of the circle with Nandi, began to chant the ancient words that would summon the spirits and guide them through the ritual. His voice was strong and steady, resonating with the power of their ancestors. Nandi stood beside the elder, holding the mask tightly. She could feel its malevolent energy pulsing through her hands, a constant reminder of the task ahead. The mask's eyes glowed with an eerie light, and she knew that the spirit of Chief Mbogo was growing restless. She took a deep breath, steeling herself for what was to come. The villagers, their faces a mix of fear and hope, joined in the chant. Their voices blended together, creating a harmonious chorus that echoed through the night. The sound was both haunting and beautiful, a testament to their unity and determination. They knew that this ritual was their last hope to break the curse and free their village from its dark grip. The sacred herbs released their fragrant scent, mingling with the smoke from the bonfire. The atmosphere was thick with tension and anticipation. Nandi felt a surge of power and fear as she began to recite the incantation she had memorized. The mask's glow intensified, its eyes flickering with an unholy light. The struggle between them was fierce, but Nandi was determined not to falter. With a final surge of strength, Nandi recited the last words of the ritual. The mask burst into flames, its dark energy consumed by the fire. Chief Mbogo's spirit wailed one last time before fading into nothingness. The curse was broken, and the village was free. The final confrontation. As the ritual progressed, the spirit of Chief Mbogo appeared, trying to stop them. Nandi held her ground, determined to end the curse. She could feel the spirit's anger and desperation, but she did not falter. The villagers continued to chant, their voices growing louder and more powerful. The mask began to burn brighter, its glow filling the night sky. Chief Mbogo's spirit wailed in agony, but Nandi knew that she could not stop now. She had to see the ritual through to the end. With the final words of the incantation approaching, the tension in the air was almost unbearable. Nandi took a deep breath and recited the final words, her voice clear and strong. The mask began to burn, its glow turning into a bright, blinding light. Chief Mbogo's spirit wailed in agony as the curse was lifted. The mask's malevolent energy dissipated, and the spirit of Chief Mbogo faded away, finally finding peace. The villagers watched in awe as the mask disintegrated into ashes, the curse broken. The villagers erupted into cheers, their faces filled with joy and gratitude. The elder stepped forward, his eyes shining with pride. "You have saved us, Nandi. Your courage and strength have ended the curse. We are forever in your debt." Nandi smiled, her heart filled with happiness. The village was free, and her father's memory was honored. The darkness that had once shrouded their lives was gone, replaced by a newfound sense of peace and unity. The villagers embraced one another, their hearts filled with hope and relief. They had faced the darkness together and emerged victorious. Breaking the curse. Nandi recited the final words of the ritual, and the mask began to burn. Chief Mbogo's spirit wailed in agony as the curse was lifted. The mask glowed brightly, its power surging through the night air. The villagers watched in awe as the mask burned, its glow filling the night sky. Chief Mbogo's spirit faded away, finally finding peace. As Nandi held the burning mask aloft, the flames consumed its malevolent power, turning the once fearsome object into a beacon of light. The villagers' chants grew louder, their voices unified in a powerful harmony that resonated through the night. Each word they spoke added to the ritual's potency, a collective force that bolstered Nandi's resolve. Chief Mbogo's spirit, bound to the mask for so long, manifested one last time. His visage was a mix of anger, pain, and something new, relief. His wails of agony filled the air, a cacophony that sent shivers down the spines of the villagers. But amidst the cries, Nandi could sense a shift. The spirit's fury began to ebb, replaced by a growing sense of resignation and peace. Nandi's grip tightened on the mask as the heat from the flames intensified. She could feel the dark energy being purged, its grip on the village weakening with each passing moment. Her heart pounded, a mix of fear and determination coursing through her veins. The mask exploded in a brilliant burst of light, the force of it knocking Nandi back. Chief Mbogo's spirit let out one final anguished wail before it began to dissolve, the dark energy that had held him captive dissipating into the night. When the light finally faded, Nandi opened her eyes to see the mask reduced to ashes at her feet. The air was still and quiet, the oppressive darkness lifted. The villagers erupted into cheers, tears of joy streaming down their faces. They embraced one another, their hearts filled with gratitude and joy. The aftermath. With the mask destroyed and the curse lifted, the village of Umzansi felt a wave of relief. The oppressive darkness that had once shrouded their lives was gone, replaced by peace and unity. As the villagers celebrated, a palpable sense of hope and renewal filled the air. Nandi stood at the center of the village, her heart swelling with pride and fulfillment. She had faced unimaginable challenges and emerged victorious. The strength of her ancestors, the support of the villagers, and the memory of her father had all played crucial roles in their triumph. The village elder approached Nandi, his eyes shining with gratitude. "You have saved us, Nandi," he said. "Your courage and determination have broken the curse. We owe you everything." Nandi smiled, feeling a deep connection to her people. "We did this together," she replied. "Our unity and resilience carried us through." As dawn broke, the villagers began to rebuild their lives. Their fields, once barren, seemed to come to life, as if nature itself was rejoicing in their freedom. Children laughed and played, while adults worked together to repair their homes and fields. The spirit of community was stronger than ever. Nandi's journey had proven that even in the face of great adversity, the human spirit could prevail. The village stood as a testament to the power of unity and resilience, a beacon of hope for all who heard their story. The return of the lost. With the curse lifted, and the village of Umzansi basking in a newfound peace, an air of hope permeated the village. As the villagers began to rebuild their lives, a miraculous event unfolded that would forever be etched in their memories. Nandi was assisting the villagers with their daily chores when she noticed a commotion at the edge of the forest. People were gathering, their voices a mix of excitement and disbelief. Curiosity piqued, Nandi hurried over, her heart racing. As she pushed through the crowd, she saw what had drawn their attention. A group of men and women, disheveled and weary, emerging from the forest. Among them was her father. Nandi's breath caught in her throat, her eyes filling with tears. Her father, who had vanished into the forest in search of the cursed mask, stood before her, alive. His face was gaunt, and his clothes were tattered, but his eyes held the same warmth and love she remembered. Overwhelmed with emotion, Nandi ran to him, throwing her arms around him in a tight embrace. "Father," she cried, tears streaming down her face, "I thought I had lost you forever." Her father, equally emotional, held her close. "Nandi, my brave girl," he whispered, "I knew you would find a way to break the curse. I never lost hope." The villagers watched in awe and joy as Nandi and her father reunited. It was a moment of pure happiness, a testament to the power of hope and resilience. The return of the lost was a symbol of the village's rebirth, a final gift from the ancestors who had guided Nandi on her journey. A new beginning. The village of Umzansi embraced a new beginning, a fresh chapter in their history, marked by hope and renewal. The darkness that had once enveloped them was gone, replaced by the light of unity and resilience. Nandi, now a celebrated hero, stood at the forefront of this transformation, guiding her people with wisdom and compassion. The villagers worked tirelessly to rebuild their homes and restore their fields. The once barren lands now flourished with vibrant crops, symbolizing the village's rebirth. Laughter filled the air as children played freely, their joy a testament to the peace that had returned. The community came together in a spirit of cooperation and support, each person contributing to the collective effort. Nandi's father, rejuvenated and filled with pride, became a pillar of strength for the village. His experiences in the spectral realm added to the collective wisdom of the community, enriching their understanding of resilience and hope. Together with Nandi, he helped to forge a path forward, ensuring that the lessons of the past were never forgotten. The village elder, witnessing the transformation, felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He knew that the spirit of Chief Mbogo was finally at peace, and the legacy of their ancestors was honored. "We have overcome great adversity," he said during a village gathering. "Let us carry this strength into our future and ensure that our unity remains unbroken." Nandi, standing beside the elder, addressed her people with gratitude and determination. "Our journey is just beginning," she said. "We have shown that together we can overcome any challenge. Let us continue to support one another and build a future filled with hope, love, and prosperity." The village of Umzansi thrived in this new era, their spirits unbroken and their hearts filled with hope. Nandi's story became a legend, a beacon of inspiration for generations to come. As they looked to the future, the villagers knew that, united, they could face any challenge and create a legacy of strength and resilience for all time. The legacy. Years passed, and the story of Nandi and the cursed mask became a cherished legend in the village of Umzansi. The tale was passed down from generation to generation, a powerful reminder of the strength and resilience of their people. Nandi, now a wise and respected leader, watched with pride as her village thrived in the peace and prosperity they had fought so hard to achieve. Under Nandi's guidance, the village flourished. The fields remained bountiful, the children grew up hearing stories of bravery and unity, and the spirit of community was stronger than ever. Nandi's journey, her courage, and her unwavering determination became a beacon of hope and inspiration. She instilled in the younger generation the values of perseverance, courage, and the importance of standing together in the face of adversity. Nandi's father, an enduring symbol of resilience, often shared his experiences with the villagers. His stories of the spectral realm and the power of hope in the darkest times enriched the village's oral history. He and Nandi worked together to ensure that the lessons of the past were never forgotten, teaching the villagers the importance of remembering their heritage and honoring their ancestors. The village elder, now a venerable figure, often recounted the events that led to the breaking of the curse. His eyes would shine with pride as he spoke of Nandi's bravery and the unity of the villagers. "Our strength lies in our unity," he would say, "and our future is bright because of the lessons we have learned." Nandi's story became more than just a tale of breaking a curse. It became a symbol of what a community could achieve when they stood together. The legend of the cursed mask and the brave girl who freed her village was told not just in Umzansi, but in neighboring villages as well, spreading a message of hope and resilience far and wide. As Nandi looked out over her village, she felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She knew that the legacy she had helped to build would endure for generations. The village of Umzansi, once shadowed by darkness, now shone with the light of unity, strength, and an unbreakable spirit. Nandi's legacy was secure, a testament to the power of courage and community, forever inspiring those who heard her story.